start. I'm going to give you a sheet of paper. It is two-sided. One side, two-sided. I know, isn't that crazy? I'm blowing your mind.
Well, I didn't know our copy.
Here's one. Here's one. And then I will throw pens at you. Hopefully I will not take it over.
Your broken finger toe?
Yes, with my broken finger.
Didn't we write this already in VBS?
That's why you're not supposed to open.
I didn't do this at VBS because I was working.
Yes, you
Like
did.
a real
That was
business.
like 3 days.
Here you go.
I thought this
One
was
for you, one for you. No, do not throw it up there. One for you, one for you, one for you, one
He's
for
literally
you,
tossing them.
one for you.
Good thing he's
Oh, look, I changed it up. All right.
Nice up on it.
So, what I would like you to do on one side of that sheet of paper, I would like you to write down your dream job. So you could have any job ever. Write it down.
Well, that's what I'm going
I
for
need
in
one
college.
dream job, just one. If that is working at McDonald's, that's working at McDonald's. If that's being president of the United States, it's president of the United States.
No, everybody, this has got to be appropriate too. So no Hooters or Scramblers.
That's not the point.
All right.
Hey, some
Do we have to get
people make like $5,000 a night.
I would appreciate it if you would be somewhat serious
This is so serious.
and write down your dream job. If you could have any job in the world, what would your dream job be?
Well,
All right.
I'm going to-
Who's done already?
Me.
All right. Come here. Yeah. Come here.
Brad's actually going.
Yeah. Come here. What would your dream job be? Go ahead. I don't tell them. A teacher. What kind of teacher? A school.
What subject?
Yes, could be Sunday school teacher. What subject? What age? What group? Kindergarten, little kids. Okay. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
I have a word.
Occupational therapist.
Occupational
I have
therapist.
one and it's a big word.
Why would you want to do that?
Because it helps people heal faster.
It helps people. Very good. Who else? Who's next? Everybody has one, so you're all gonna have to come up anyway.
He is going to be a rock.
Oh, wait.
He's going to be a rock star.
Here you go.
There you go.
I would like to build skyscrapers.
Build skyscrapers. Very cool. Commercial builder. Okay. Yes.
Cosmetologist.
Cosmetologist. Very good.
Cut hair.
You didn't want to go to JDS for it?
I'm going to.
You are? Very cool. Good.
A vet.
Oh, veterinary.
I'm just a little
Really?
kid.
I put vet because I can't spell the word.
Can you be something you can't write?
I can write occupational
Yes,
therapist.
you can. Maddie? Brandon?
Of course, if you can't spell teacher, you can totally teach.
Research and development scientist.
Like any field,
Like, I want to find
find a cure for diabetes. Very good. It runs pretty strong in your family. Brandon wants to be a tattoo artist.
Wait, I have a new one. I want to be a
Hey, I
decorator.
can give you some designs.
Come on, come on up.
Legit.
Come on up.
I designed my own, and I'm getting something. That's going to hit some.
A what? A baker's. Really? Do you do any of it now? Yeah? Ben.
Ben goes, these are special brownies that no one eats. Not even the dog.
Cool. Very good. Okay, Benjamin.
Actually,
Ooh, that's an old school restaurant.
Oh,
kind of guy.
classic.
Very
Actually, I
good.
have a new one.
All right. You have no idea what you would want to be? No?
I want to be a sidewalk
I'll let you
maker,
off,
so I can
but I won't let you off on the next one. Now, flip your
Being
paper
a
over.
hobo. Flip it over.
Flip it over. Now, tell me what the worst job would be for you. What would be the worst job you could ever think of?
Oh, you already gave me mine.
What?
Wait.
Worst Baptist Church, Sheffield Lake Sunday School teacher in the U.S.
Tom, can I have a new pen? Mine's up.
Yes. You may have a new pen.
Did you do an L jump?
Worst job. All right. Having no job does not count.
Oh,
All right, who's first?
I got one. I got this.
Benjamin?
I
Worst job.
Being the dirty jobs host.
Being Mike Rowe, the dirty jobs guy.
Being micro.
Okay.
You took my idea.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of micro, I got a signed
That's why I'm
autograph
Yours would be a
first.
garbage
No,
from
take
you,
my
signed
idea.
picture.
Okay.
That'd be
That
awful.
would be a horrible job.
Why?
You can put
Thank
it
you,
yucky,
thanks so much, though.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Because he's yep.
And he goes,
Yep.
You can pick one.
I got one.
Come here. I need to hear. Tell everybody, not just me. What is it?
Every
Cleaning
time
up
he's
dog
in training,
food for
basically.
Cleaning up the dog.
I got one.
Okay. So you don't want to work for Kayla,
No.
who's going to be a vet. Okay.
A janitor in a high
I'll
school.
make you.
You don't want to be a janitor in a high
Like
school.
literally, our senior prank covered the whole entire school with confetti.
That was
The
a lame.
TP. It was lame, but it still covered. I heard Billy
A prank is a
complaining out his butt.
Wow.
Man.
That was lame.
All right.
And then they did it again, but it was so
And
lame.
Kayla, what's yours?
Working at McDonald's.
Her worst job is the job she has now.
Yeah.
See, I'm working at the LCC bookstore, and I start the day we come
Working in a
back.
fast food
The
restaurant.
story she comes home with sounds like it's fun.
Oh,
Beth,
okay.
what's yours?
Alright. You gotta work for me then.
A school teacher for golf.
4 through 12.
That's the worst. Oh.
I can't stand myself.
First through 12.
I
I
think
kindergarten, kindergarten, preschoolers.
Really?
Alright.
It's like holding on.
The rest of them you just.
some of them are just off the wall, and you're like, chill out. Stop.
Now I know you have one that you don't like. What is it?
Well, I don't like, I just want to be good at it.
Okay.
Because I'm a horrible liar. I can't lie to people.
Oh, so you
would
don't wanna be a lawyer?
A lawyer.
Okay. Okay. Worst job would be a lawyer. That's pretty good.
Okay, a zoo cleaner.
Uh,
Oh.
Clean your applications and stuff.
I want to see that.
When we're talking about a dog
The
pooper
zoo
cleaner,
cleaner, yeah, I want to see that movie.
imagine a tiger poop.
Elephant.
Elephant poop.
Imagine
Oh my
gorilla.
gosh, I've seen
I mean, they
it
throw
on
it at you,
Breaking
so I
Bad
mean,
one
you
time.
can just catch it in the bag. But
You can use a bullet for that.
All right.
Train him
Who has a
down
gun?
in the back.
I already went. I was doing a job.
Dirty jobs.
Working at a slaughterhouse.
Oh, that would be bad.
That.
he's like, oh,
that's
cute little piggy.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Aw.
in my job.
Yeah,
One
we're
All
of
right.
the days.
So
I saw the episode. Pretty gross.
the person we're learning
That was-
about today had a job, but the job that he had, which was the best job, ended up being one of the worst jobs for him.
You thought it was the best.
Good job.
Nope. It was pretty much the best, and his name was
That's a pretty.
Oh, he got
a
sold on
blank
the.
screen. His name was Jonah.
I have the VeggieTales video.
He
Okay.
got,
It is not an asparagus that we're talking about,
and it was not a
nor
whale.
cucumber, nor
Define.
pirates that
I
don't
like
say
this
anything.
movie.
Don't do anything.
That don't. Oh, sorry, don't do anything. How dare I? Curse that VeggieTales. All right, Jonah. Ever been angry with God? All right. So, who knows the Jonah story? Raise your hand.
He got eaten by a big fishy.
Who knows the Jonah story that's not the VeggieTales story?
Did he not really get eaten by a fish?
I know you read it. Now, who has actually read Jonah from the Bible?
One hand?
I just don't remember like what towns and all that.
You kind of read it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I've read it.
So,
You read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's where he preaches at this one town, and then God tells him to go
Nineveh.
preach at this like really bad town, and he refuses and runs away, and
Okay.
God teaches him a lesson.
Okay. Very good.
I just don't remember
Very
the
good.
towns.
All right,
That
so
was the Cliff Notes version. Good job.
with the Cliff Notes version. We've talked about this before, right? The Assyrian Empire. You guys should remember this slide because we've gone through it.
That's a cool name though.
Assyria, at one point, what did they do? Who did they beat? What's it?
What?
The
Who did they
Israelites.
take over at one point?
Israel.
Israel.
I
That's
just
right.
totally
Very
guessed.
good. Now, at one point, Assyria owned or basically controlled all of that land you see in green. Right here, you see Israel. Now, at the time
That's
of
small.
Jonah, that hadn't happened yet. That hadn't happened yet. But you can imagine how strong Assyria was at that time. Okay? So they're pretty powerful. Now, if you were a prophet of God, right? And what's a prophet? Who is a prophet?
The person who tells other people about God.
Tells other people about God. God
Speaks.
speaks to them, and then they speak for God, right? That's a prophet. So Jonah was a prophet. And Jonah gets this message from God. It says, Jonah, go preach against Nineveh, because their wickedness has come up before me. So, do you think Nineveh, which is right there, see it? He's over here. There's Nineveh. You think Jonah really wants to go
No.
talk to Nineveh? Why?
Because they're really bad and they like slap people with fish according to VeggieTales.
Because they slap people with fishes.
Do they not really slap people with fishes?
Okay, so Nineveh was actually Nineveh was the capital of Assyria. Just like Columbus is the capital of Ohio, right? So Nineveh was the capital of Assyria. And they worshipped gods. One of their gods was Dagon, which was the god of... What are they slapping people with?
Fish!
So he was the god of...
Fish!
Fish. Very good. That's why in the movie they chose people to slap people with fish. Because Nineveh worshipped the god of Dagon. Dagon was the god of fishies. And so they were slapping each other with fishies. They were a wicked city. Who called them a wicked city?
Everyone else?
God.
Oh.
God called them a wicked city, so they must have been pretty bad. Well, here's the problem. Jonah didn't want to go. God said, go to Nineveh because their wickedness has come up before me.
So he
Well,
ran.
Jonah's like, that's awesome, I'm taking off. And that's what he tries to do.
So he like jumps on.
Jonah runs away, and he went to a seaport called Joppa. Joppa. It's not a flipping you go, that's a little dude, that's Jonah. He's rocking.
Run away.
Alright, so,
He's
I don't know if you
got
can see.
He's got the underground digital guy's nose.
It's the Humpty Hump nose. Alright, there's Joppa, right there. That's where he wanted to leave out of. And that's where Jonah got on a ship. And he was heading for Tarshish. We don't know the exact location of Tarshish, but it's believed that it is a port in Spain. That is a long way away from here, which is Nineveh, right? If you're going to run away from God, why not run really far away? That's what Jonah thought.
Well,
I'll go to Tarshish.
God kind of controls the sea, so that was like not smart planning on his part.
Not all that smart, especially being a prophet of God, right?
He's just like,
Talks to God.
he's like, oh crap. He's probably on the boat like, oh.
So, no, he's not. He gets on a boat. He's sailing along. There's a big storm. Where's Jonah?
He flies.
He's sleeping.
Oh.
And in VeggieTales,
Done.
he's sleeping on his back, and
And
this
he's-
like little dude comes out.
A little worm, right?
Yeah.
There's a little
He's a
worm.
caterpillar.
Slash worm.
Supposed to be a worm.
No, he's a caterpillar.
So,
He's a
caterpillar, you know.
Slash worm.
There's a huge storm, and it says that it was a great storm, a huge storm, a horrible storm, and all these sailors that have been on storms before, they've dealt with all this stuff.
So they know
They're
what they're doing.
freaking out. They start throwing everything overboard. This is horrible. This is a bad storm. And the captain goes downstairs because Jonah's knocked out, sleeping. And he's like, wake up, dude. We're gonna die. We are gonna die. Come to find out through casting lots, and you guys remember the casting lots? Remember that at all?
It's like goldfish.
It's kind of like dice. We're not quite sure, but they cast the lots, and the lots came up to Jonah, and
Oh,
they
so it's
found out
craps.
that it's like it's like playing craps. That's a
It's a
like
gamble.
a gambling thing.
I don't gamble.
We don't gamble.
I'm
So
pro.
they cast lots. They find
Which
out
of the
that it's
bachelors
Jonah's
don't
fault. Jonah says,
Kidding.
throw me overboard, and the sea will calm. So what did they do? They threw him overboard. Now they tried to do it on their own.
Human
They were rowing,
sacrifice.
and they're like, throw him overboard. They throw him overboard. Jonah starts to sink, and the sea grows calm. Everybody's safe.
All I did
And
was
Jonah gets
sacrifice.
eaten by a